The question whether we want to stay in Bangkok or in some other provinces further away, particularly in the Northeast, always comes up in many YouTube channels, because I know that many foreigners right now, they move to Thailand and they retire there. Some they get married to Thai ladies. Some are building houses and they commute sometimes between Bangkok and the provinces. In Isan, in the Northeast, we have certain provinces like Udon, Ubon, Nong Khai, Skol Buriram, Korat, that many Thai ladies from there, they get married to foreigners and the husbands migrated to Thailand to retire. And many of the issues would come up whether, first of all, how do they apply for a visa, supposedly retirement visa. In fact, if you don't want to, you could apply for what we call non-immigrant visa, and every year you extend it. Another issue that people always ask is, how much money do they need to survive? Some, they have pension from their own government or employer, and the budget that they set aside, for instance, 30,000 to 50,000 Thai baht per month. Well, I would say that usually that would be enough, but that depends very much if the person spends a lot of money on other things or not. Basically, for a reasonable house, you could build in Thailand for 1 million baht. Maybe you will have 2 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms, depending on the location and the fitting of the house. And maybe you need to buy a car, an SUV or a pickup truck. That will cost another 1 million. Right? I have been thinking about this because I plan to spend half of my time in the Northeast, in Udon Thani and Bangkok after my retirement, because my mother, she is over 70, near 80. She is living in Udon. So after my retirement, I want to take care of her, and I plan to commute between Bangkok and Udon. And the plan right now is to build a house, a small house. And before that, I need to buy a piece of land near my mother's house, because I've been working for a long time. I could stay with my mother, but maybe the society, they expect that I must have my own place, which I think would be very good. Some of my friends may want to come to visit me, or relatives from some other parts of Thailand might want to come to visit. And if I have my own place, it will be more convenient. And the plan is that I would spend the time with my mother during the day and go back to sleep in my own home, which is nearby. That is the plan. I'm working on it, and the problem is that in Udon Thani, land price is very expensive. You wouldn't believe that it's quite the same as in Bangkok. And You need to dish out quite a bit to buy a reasonable piece in a nice location. So let's say that we set aside another 500,000 baht for that piece of land. That will be something that we can build on and do a bit of gardening, right? So after my retirement, perhaps I could teach or I could do my YouTube channel still, because it's not limited to a location. Wherever you are, as long as you have internet access, you could run your e-commerce business out of the place. So I think that after the pandemic, we really have to adopt a new attitude that you don't really need to stay in the capital anymore, anywhere in Thailand, as long as it has easy access, good internet connection, it would be okay. So half of my time will be in Udon and half will be in Bangkok, where my wife and children would be there. My children are big already. They are working, so I don't really need to worry about them. And in Bangkok, we live in a condominium that is very convenient. Location-wise, it's in the heart of the city. So you don't need to worry about getting around Bangkok, and also in terms of security. You don't need to worry like when you live in a single house or a villa, because it's more difficult to maintain. I've been living in the apartment for many years. It was my first property. At that time, when I started, I thought of an apartment or a single house. Single house would be in the suburb. The thing is that my career, I need to travel a lot, and my children then, they were small. My wife, she just moved into Thailand and could not communicate fluently then in Thai. So it makes more sense to buy an apartment, and we have been living in the apartment ever since for nearly 20 years. It's been a long time, and I really like it. Now I branch out. I acquired some land in different parts of Thailand. It could be for vacation purposes or for farming. Some I have built a little bit already. Some cabin have been built. Some are still in the process. So things are going smoothly for me, for my retirement plan. I've been working for many years, and we need to prepare for the eventual retirement sooner or later, depending on the retirement age of each country. Thailand is 60. Some say that 60 is still young. I also feel the same, because 58, I feel great, and to stop working at 60, I think that is not good, not good for so many reasons. We need to occupy ourselves intellectually apart from having a job or a business to make sure that the cash still flows in. So for me now, it's more of what should I do after my retirement. And as I said, that the option is open, and I'm working right now to see which one is the most practicable one. So having two locations, Bangkok and the provinces to live, I think is quite good. That's the way to enjoy life as well.